another week, another action-packed episode. Lazarus episode 9. Yet again, we are starting off with the opening. A random man is seen eating a steak at a restaurant. After he finishes just a steak, he goes for a walk within the city. And that's where we have music playing while a bunch of violence is going on in the background, not interrupting his walk at all. We cut from that to Commander Hawk getting a notice about a committee meeting. That's where we get to see a very injured Christine wake up out of bed, and Elena is there by her bedside watching over her. Also, we have Doug and Axel getting groceries. While Doug and Axel are in the car, they have a secret conversation talking about what will happen once they find Skinner to them. The committee meeting is currently underway, full of high government officials overseeing this Project Lazarus. Throughout this meeting, though, we get to see they are highly against Lazarus and want to disband it. And to try and prove their point more, that's where they call someone in. Which actually ends up being Leyland, and he is actually vouching for Team Lazarus as a whole. Kind of had this at the same time thing where Doug and Axel are talking and they're just like, hey, there's a traitor among us. To be more proper, a rat. So again, we have another switch. We go back to Chris, and she's kind of wobbling around. I think she gets like this pair of pants, and out falls that pill from earlier. Going back to the committee meeting, they were trying to settle what they should do with Lazarus. All at once, someone comes in and they're like, hey, Skinner's about to make a really big online statement. Once we get to see the Skinner message, it's basically the same thing about everyone dying and how the world's going sour. He goes on to tell us in exactly 10 days, the first Hobna user will die, which ends up being him, so now they have to go and track Skinner for real. Resuming back to the committee meeting, they cannot finalize anything, and they're like, hey, we're going to extend you guys 10 days, go and find him. Now, there is two guys highly against Lazarus, and they are working against this. They want to hire a ghost. There's another cut with a random outdoor phone ringing. The phone ends up getting picked up, and that's where we get to see it is the guy from the very beginning. After Skinner's huge statement, that's where everyone in Lazarus kind of has a meetup, but Leyland. Basically talking about the whole Skinner situation. That is where Christine ends up giving this pill to Doug to analyze. Now, Leyland is off in the distance watching them talk amongst each other, and he kind of walks off away. A very interesting meeting goes down between the ghost and the two guys that are against Lazarus. That's where they want to test the guy, see if he's worth it. He gives them some type of note card, and he just goes away. Definitely a lot of cuts here, but a helicopter is seen with many soldiers on board. This helicopter lands and all the soldiers get out. It seems to be some sort of New York style apartment. The man inside is actually the ghost, and he's kind of doing this prayer, getting ready for the test to come. The military personnel end up breaking into the exact room that he originally was in. This is where it's kind of silent and you have this metronome going off and it's just ticking back and forth. All at once, he sneaks around and takes one out. And this kind of transitions him into getting many kills on these soldiers using just a knife as well as fiber wire. He actually makes these bodies hang down from the stairs. Once it appears that he's done, the pilot tries to make contact with all the soldiers. Nothing comes out. That's where he makes entry. Once inside, he gets to see these horrors. Our ghost sneaks up right behind him, and he's like, hey, you better clean up your mess. Interestingly enough, the pilot gets out his cell phone and FaceTime the two guys that are setting this all up, and they get to see what this man has accomplished. The ghost is officially hired, and he is given his first target, which is Axel. 10 days are left. So there is two things I didn't like about this episode. The first one, Leyland ends up being the traitor. But in the end, he's saying nothing but good things. So what's the point of having Doug as well as Axel talk about how there's a rat amongst them, whenever that was kind of meaningless? And going into what's going to happen next episode, we are going to get more Leyland's story. So it's going to be interesting. I don't know if they're going to go over the whole rat thing or not. We'll just have to see. The second thing, I feel like is more justified in my books to be mad about. We have this lazy in-game boss. He is pretty dope, I'm not gonna lie, but it's still mid, and the series can't help it. It's doing some things strong, but some things so mid. The ghost just feels like a lazy indie game boss that they're just like, yeah, we'll throw him in there. One of the worst parts is we have Axel, supposedly this main character. I don't know why they thought that Axel was the main character. This is what I would have done. I would have made the person being targeted Christine instead. Have Axel go after her. That way it's kind of like a love type of thing. Because you can do romance here. It's okay. You know, action and romance, they go together. So that's what I would do differently. I just want to see how this plays. Don't know if this is going to be just 12 episodes or we're going to get like a second season or second half. So fully excited on that end to see how this all downplays. Then we could really start talking about it and how we feel. Last thing, I want to say what that pill probably is. I'm going to say it now. It 100% is probably the cure. That's going to get figured. Eventually, they're going to find Skinner. They're going to give him that pill. Boom, everything's going to somehow get resolved. I don't know how it's going to get resolved, but it's going to happen. My final rating, though, this series is mid. Not going to lie. I'm going to say it till the end. It is worth to watch while it's out right now, just because I think there's a lot of hype going on. It's an action series, so if you like action, pick it up. If you like women, pick it up. You like sort of some type of drama, pick it up. 7. I give it a 7. I hope you guys enjoyed this extended edition. Tell me what your guys' thoughts are. I hope you stay safe. And until next time, peace out, guys.